Paris, France. Today, the French capital is the #1 tourist destination in the world. But its bustling boulevards and charming ruelles weren't always so welcoming to the unwary traveler. Martial artist with 25 years of experience, Josette Normando is here to discover Savate, the little-known French martial art born long ago in Paris's mean streets. Savate, which means old shoe, began over 200 years ago in the streets of post-revolutionary Paris. Today, the most popular element of Savate is French boxing, the competitive sport fought in the ring. Josette's goal here in Paris is to uncover the origins of Savate and train with the top masters in French boxing, Savate cane fighting, and the rugged Savate defense system used by French SWAT teams. Although she doesn't yet know it, once she's completed her training, she will get to step into the ring with a top female boxer and put her new skills to the test.
Most Westerners link martial arts with Asia, so I can't wait to explore a European martial art. Savate isn't well known, even here in France, but it's catching on these days in Japan, Australia, and North Africa.
Josette is here at the Place des Invalides to meet a man devoted to Savate, Lionel Kurtz. Lionel has generously agreed to introduce Josette to her first part of Savate, French boxing. Lionel Kurtz, after barely surviving a stroke that took him out of action for 6 months, has recently eased himself back into Savate. 43 years of age, he is now recognized as one of the top technical trainers in France and is the president of the Savate French Boxing Association Paris Division.
Savate is all about elegance. Here, the object is to score points using strategy and finesse. The emphasis on elegance comes from fencing, and boxers are called tireurs, a fencing term.
Joue sur ton transfert de poids. Voilà, là c'est mieux. Prépare tes déplacements. C'est toujours un travail de distance.
Lionel uses this game to help me gauge the distance to my opponent. There are 2 kinds of reach, fist and foot. First, we practice at arm's length. I try to come in close without getting hit.
Va pas chercher mes points. Ça c'est le plus dur à acquérir au départ. Ton attitude ici devient vite une attitude de karaté.
Oui.
C'est là, c'est le visage que tu protèges.
Lionel tells me to stop blocking his punches karate style. He warns me to keep my guard up. And if I hold the gloves too close to my face and he punches them, I might end up knocking myself out.
Je me remets à distance de jambe.
In Savate, you're only allowed to kick with the foot. This means keeping your distance so that you don't connect using your shin, a more dangerous kick that is illegal.
Lionel accompanies Josette to the Sport 7 store run by Madame Vasseur to get her Savate training gear.
C'est Madame Vasseur.
Bonjour. Plateforme.
Ouais, je présente Josette.
Bonjour madame. C'est pour ça que je suis venue chercher mes...
Madame Vasseur not only sells training gear, she's the French couture designer of the tireur. She likes to mother Savate fighters and knows everything about each of her customers. She also takes part in many Savate events and often hands out the trophies at tournaments.
Ouh, c'est la France après tout.
Maintenant, si tu vois que à chaque fois tu te tapes dans le bout, ça te fait mal au pouce, c'est pas bon. Alors, il y a la paire de gants aussi, Josette. Tu pousses et je tire. Ok, il faut bien que tu sois au bout du gant. Alors, regarde. À peu près. Voilà, tourne tes poings. Tombe pas sur moi.
Il est solide.
Maintenant, essaye de sentir tes mains et si tes gants arrivent à tenir correctement sur tes mains. Voilà. Donc, voilà, c'est comme ça.
À bientôt.
Josette is walking through Montmartre. In the 19th century, this was an overpopulated working-class district where street fights and weaponless duels were common. Traditionally, duels were fought between sword-wielding aristocrats, but the French Revolution of 1789 democratized the dueling system. Common men began to settle their scores in the streets, using only their hands and feet as weapons. An unwritten code of honor governed these fights, prohibiting eye gouging and biting. Fencing had long been a standard mode of dueling, and many of its tactics and terms were adopted by the new fighters, who would keep their distance by standing in fencing postures and throw out kicks like sword thrusts. These weaponless duels were the beginnings of the art of savate. For Josette's second savate boxing lesson, Lionel has chosen the old Viaduc de Paris in the 12th arrondissement, one of the 20 districts of Paris. Built in 1859, the viaduc was recently restored and now serves as a garden promenade.
2, 3, 4, 5, tibia. Donc t'es plus à distance de française.
Today we are working on combinations, punches and kicks thrown in flurries to confuse your opponent. Lionel tells me to forget speed and power for now. My body has to memorize the combinations first.
C'est ça qui doit travailler. Voilà, là c'est bien. Feinte, revenir. Regarde-moi, regarde-moi, regarde-moi. Ouais.
I better watch out. Either I have to come in close to punch or stay away and kick. If I get stuck in between, I will be at the wrong distance for both and will probably get sucker punched in the face.
Ok, on arrête là?
Okay.
Ok, alors, le salut, le boxe français. Ici. Merci pour tout. Allez.
To give Josette a taste of full contact savate, Lionel has invited her to the national championship at the Pierre de Coubertin Stadium.
I'm going to meet Gilles Lebigoux, an ex-French and European champion. Lebigoux's claim to fame? Winning an international competition, France against Japan, while competing with 2 broken arms. He talks to me about the very different approach he uses to train fighters, and I realize I want to train with this guy.
After the tournament, Lionel hits Josette with a surprise proposition that she should cap her savate training by getting in the ring with a top female fighter.
Ça serait peut-être l'occasion d'exprimer physiquement ce que intellectuellement on a essayé de te transmettre. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de cette proposition?
Tu veux dire de monter dans le ring?
Oui, bien sûr.
Ben, j'ai pensé un petit peu, là.
I thought that studying the basics of savate would be enough for me. But to get in the ring, the idea makes me nervous. Am I ready for this?